So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through the several problems that you guys are going to have to know how to do from the lesson 4, session 4, that are going to be just like the problems that you're going to see on the quiz tomorrow, okay? So here is the first one. So we're all on page 77, and this problem, you will see one just like it tomorrow. So it's really important that you guys pay attention. So the problem says this. Julong is making punch. For every 3 cups of juice, he adds 6 cups of seltzer. Graph this relationship. Is there a proportional relationship between the cups of juice and the cups of seltzer? So far right now, all right, if you think about it, I have 2 quantities, right? I have juice and I have seltzer. Now, they tell us this piece of information. For every 3 cups of juice is 6 cups of seltzer. So I strongly recommend that when you start the problem like this tomorrow, make a table. It will help you. So if I have 3 cups of juice and 6 cups of seltzer, I also could have 6 cups of juice, and to be in proportion, I would need 12 cups of seltzer. Or if I had 9 cups of juice, I would need 18 cups of seltzer. 'Cause here's why. If you look at it, the relationship between these two, 3 times 2 is 6, or 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so my relationship is 2. So the seltzer is 2 times the juice. So now it's time to graph. So we have to decide what quantity goes where. So I'm going to put the juice down here and the seltzer up here. Now my juice. My smallest number is 3, my largest number is 9. So I think I can fit all 9 on here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and woo! Just by the skin of our teeth, I have 9. Seltzer, my smallest number is 6, and my largest number is 18. So I think what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to go by 3s. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and finally 18. All right, so I have my table. I kind of know what my constant might be just by looking at this. And now I have my graph. And now I'm going to graph these ordered pair. 3 cups of juice is 6 cups of seltzer. Bam. 6 cups of juice is 12 cups of seltzer. Bam. 9 cups of juice is 18 cups of seltzer. Bam. Now we're going to play my favorite game, connect the dots. So if I connect the dots here, that's what it looks like. Okay? So now that I have it graphed, I got my table, I can answer my question. Is there a proportional relationship? Well, in your heads, you're looking at this and you're saying, well, yes, there is, because it goes through 0, 0, and it's a straight line. But that's a robotic answer, isn't it, people? Right? It is proportional, but what does 0, 0 mean?
0, seltzer, 0 juice.
Yep, for 0 cups of juice, there is 0 cups of seltzer. Perfect. But we're not done, because that only tells us why it goes through 0, 0. We have to explain why it's a straight line. So in order to find out why it's a straight line, we know that it forms or what makes it a straight line? What causes this to be a straight line? It has what is it? A constant, right? So we know it has a constant. So let's look at it. Oh, for every 6 cups is 3 cups juice, 6 cups seltzer, 3 cups juice, and so on and so on. But I want to find my unit rate, my constant. So what's 6 divided by 3?
2.
What's 12 divided by 6?
2.
What's 18 divided by 9? So yes, here it is. Also, for every 1 cup of juice, we need 2 cups of seltzer. So tomorrow, when you guys have this problem and you say, yeah, it's proportional because it goes through 0, 0 and it's a straight line, you're going to get this. Yep, because that doesn't describe the problem. All right? So, comments, questions, or concerns? Yes. Okay, sorry, moving on. Okay, we gotta hustle to the muscle. So yesterday, you guys had to do number 2. Number 2 says this. A potter buys clay by weight. The graph shows the relationship between the weight and the cost of the clay. All right, now, like I told you, the first thing that you have to do is you look at it, because the first question says, is there a proportional relationship? And you're saying in your head, why, yes, there is, because it goes through 0, 0, and it's a straight line. Awesome. However, that doesn't describe the situation. So we have to describe it. Yes, it is, because 0 pounds of clay, right, cost $0.
What page is this again?
78. Then the next thing is, we know it's a straight line, but the constant makes it a straight line. Well, what is our constant? Well, here's the bummer. Remember when we talk about constant, we say, okay, when you go to the x value of 1 and you go up to the line, you go over, and whatever that number is your constant. Remember how we said that? But look it, there's no number there. So, watch, pay attention. This dot right here is the only dot that's like a good ordered pair. Because it crosses, that line crosses this coordinate, 820. Now, if you remember, how do you find the constant? Y divided by x. So if this is our x value and this is our y value, it's 20 divided by 8, which comes out to be $2.50 for 1 pound. So that's the next thing that has to be told. For every 1 pound of clay, it costs $2.50. Done. Okay? All right? So again, you have to have both of these in order for you to understand this. Next, you are going to circle this, please. You're going to have a problem very similar to this on your quiz tomorrow. What does 0.5, 12.5 mean for this problem? Well, 5, this is our x value, and this is our y value. The x value represents the weight in pounds, and the y value represents the, so this means for 5 pounds, it costs $12.50. Okay, so hopefully you guys got that. Okay, look at this one up here. 820 costs it costs $20 for 8 pounds. That's what that point means. All right, so you're going to have a problem similar to this. Moving forward, okay.
This is on video, right?
Okay, so here we go. Oops, sorry. I'm getting a little wonky here. Okay, so next, you guys had to do number 5. Okay, number 5 says, write 2 equations to represent each of these lines. Listen, please. Equations are always written as the y value equals whatever the constant is times the x value. Okay, that's how we write equations. Now, sometimes the y will represent whatever quantity we're talking about. Maybe y's distance. I don't know. But for this one, I have no values for the quantities, so it's just going to be y. So, you ready for this?
Yes.
Hey, line A. Now, normally, what we would do is we would find 1 on the x-axis. We'd go up to where the line is, and then from that, we'd go over to the y-axis, and that would be our constant. But, bummer, it's not a good intercepting point. I don't know what it is. So, I go down my line to find the next best ordered pair. The next best ordered pair is 2, 1. 2, 1. Okay? Now, remember, when finding the constant, it is y divided by x, right? So, my y is 1, my x is 2. what is my constant? 1/2. So watch, let's just see if that works. So up a half over 1, up a half over 1, up a half over, yeah, look at that. It totally builds my stairs. That makes sense. Okay, all right, now let's move on to line B. Line B, we're going to go to where 1 is, go up to the line and go over. Lucky, woohoo! What's my y value there? 2, right? Well, if you don't understand that, look, this point right here is 1, 2, right? 1, 2. 1 on the x-axis, 2 on the y-axis. So y divided by x, 2 divided by 1 is 2. So our two equations, line A is y equals 1/2 x. Line B is y equals 2x. Okay? Got it? Okay, number 6. You're going to have a problem just like this tomorrow. Well, before we even look at these, let's kind of take a look at my two lines here. What can you tell me about line A? Line A is it a straight line?
Yeah.
Yep. Does it go through 0, 0? So line A is proportional, right? Line B, does line B go through 0, 0? No. So it's not proportional. So here we go. Question A. Line A shows a proportional relationship. We already decided that. It goes through 0 in a straight line. Notice I don't have to say 0 cats for 0 dogs, right? Because there's no quantities. So I can say it goes through 0, 0. So this is true. Okay? Line B shows a proportional relationship. We already said that. It doesn't start at 0, so that's a no. False. Next, a constant for proportionality for line A is 2. Well, watch. Remember what we do? Here's my x value of 1. I go up to the line and go over. What's my y value? What's my y value when x is 1? No, look again. When x is 1. When x is 1, I go up to where the line is. It crosses here. So I go over to the y value. What's my y value? 1. 1. Look at 1, right? Look at the word. Okay? All right. Now, if you don't know how to get that, this is a good ordered pair. 1, 1. Find the constant, y divided by x, which is 1. So this is false because the constant is not 2. Okay? Comments, questions, or concerns? All right, the last one that I want to show you guys is this one right here. This is going to be similar to a problem that you guys will see, but it's not exactly the same. All right, in fact, you know what? I'm going to put one down here. Ready? Okay, ignore all this. If I had an equation, y equals 3x, okay? Or maybe I have d equals 3m. All right? Okay, please pay attention. So these are just my variables. It doesn't matter because if you look at both of these equations, they're both proportional. All right, they both cross through 0, 0. They both have a constant. What is the constant for this equation?
3.
Remember, we talked about this a lot. The constant's always in front of the variable. Okay? All right, now tomorrow you're going to have a question that's going to be like this, and you might have to, A, I think would be like 1/3, B would be 6 maybe, C is 3, and D is maybe 1/6, right? Well, what was our constant? What's our constant?
3.
3. So the answer would be 3 for that. Okay, please make